Now the time we've all been waiting for. Why Riman? So I would encourage you to get a pen and paper out. This training is going to be amazing. I'm really excited. A lot of information that's going to really kind of share with you the reason why the timing is so amazing with Riman and why right now this is the perfect opportunity for people to take advantage of. So before we jump into why Riman is so important, I think it's really important to look at what's happening in America today. And I think job security is something that people are really frightened of, right? You know, one of the things that everybody knows is 12.5% of eligible workers are currently either out of work or underemployed. Okay, you've got 47% of Americans are earning less than $40,000 a year. You got 52% of recent graduates who aren't able to even find work. So job security right now has really got people really concerned. People right now are really worried about what's happening in America today. That's the reason why right now there's so much excitement around, you know, getting involved in a business outside of what they're doing. People are looking for a secondary income, right? People are really concerned about their future. So, you know, there was an article that was in Fortune magazine on March 24th. That was really interesting, but take a look at the statistic, right? The average expenditure in America today is $77,000. Okay. Now the average salary in America today is $60,000. So that's $17,000 that people are not able to. You understand? If people are spending $77,000 but only making $60,000, we got some issues. That's the reason why right now there's such a big transition into the gig economy. Right? People are looking for a secondary way to make money because they're really concerned about job security. I hear people say it all the time, man. Job security is like you can't even like job and security don't even go together, right? It's more like job insecurity, right? So people talk about that all the time to me. And what I found out is in the Fortune magazine article, it said people that are making six-figure income used to be considered wealthy, right? Rich. Now, households earning nearly $200,000 a year are considered middle class. So the middle class it's really changed. If you're not making $200,000 a year, you're middle class. You're no longer upper class. And Fortune magazine had a whole article on this on March 24th that I was reading. I was blown away by what I was reading. And you just realize that people right now, that's the reason why there's such a major opportunity for you and I to be able to introduce Riman to people, because people are looking. People are looking for a chance. They're looking for a change. They're looking for a way. When you look at the statistic of what's happening, it's kind of interesting, right? You look at what's happening. Where'd the American dream go? Here's what's interesting. Every 3 months, 250,000 new families enter into foreclosure. People are losing their houses right now. One child in every classroom is at risk of losing their home because their parents are unable to pay their mortgages. The average credit card debt right now per household is $10,563. People right now are in debt. People are worried. People are looking for another way to make money. And I know this is happening in America, but it's happening everywhere in the world. People are feeling it everywhere that you look. People are feeling the same thing, right? Here's something that's quite interesting. And as this is about inflation, you got 82% of Americans are worried about the negative effect on inflation, right? Their purchasing power and their income over the next 6 months. People are so frightened about inflation because people right now are spending so much more money on stuff, right? 71% of the people said their income is not keeping up with the rising costs. Okay. The typical American household spent $1,329 more than they did 3 years ago to buy the exact same goods and services. So the average expenditure is up in the last few years is up $1,329. So prices are going up and the value of money is going down. People are concerned. People are looking for a way. People are more open-minded than ever before. They're looking for a way to offset the cost of living. People are looking for a chance. They're looking for a change. And this is something that I kind of look at, right? When you look at this, there's an interesting statistic, right, by the Hartford Insurance Study did, and the Social Security Administration did. But 1% of the people in America today at age 65 are wealthy. 4% of the people are well-to-do. 5% are working. 54 are dead broke, and 36 are dead. You know, we talk about Team 1% all the time. You hear about that, right? And it's because we're trying to get as many people that want to get into that 1%, that wealthy category. That's what our desire is, to help as many people become the top 1% that have that desire. And when you look at what Robert Kiyosaki talks about in his books, right? A lot of you have read The Cash Flow Quadrant, one of the best books about becoming financially free. He talks about how employees are what most people are doing. Most people are employees, and there's no leverage there, right? There's no leverage. And then you look at self-employed people. Basically, that's whenever you own a job, right? If you have a business that you have to be there in order to be able to generate money, that's on the left side of the quadrant. The E and the S quadrant is either an employee or you're self-employed, you own a job, okay? Then you got the business owner, the B and I quadrant, right? That's a business owner. That's where we are with Riman, right? When you can generate a business and a system that generates you income, whether you're working or not working, that's the B. And then obviously the investor side is where your money makes obviously your money for you, okay? But the B side, that's what Riman is. Riman is that opportunity for people to finally get a chance to be able to be in that B quadrant. And then as you start to make money, then you can obviously more money you make, the more that you can become in that investor quadrant. So he talks, Robert Kiyosaki goes into a lot of details on this in his books, The Prophecy, The Business of the 21st Century, The Cash Flow Quadrant, the author, you guys all know the author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad. But we've got to find a way to help people get out of that E and S quadrant and get over to that B quadrant, right? To be able to have a chance to be able to have people work with you, and you can build a distribution network and make more money, right? Because as an E and an S, you're trading hours for dollars. When you trade money for dollars, there's only so much money you can make because you've only got so many hours to trade. We don't know how many hours that we have left. We don't know how much time we have left. So we don't want to spend our life trading hours for dollars. We want to find a way to be able to generate income all the time, right? And that's what Riman is all about. We'll talk more about that a little bit later, but I want to talk a little bit about this network marketing and direct sales industry. A lot of you guys know the late Jeffrey Babiner. He was kind of the biggest attorney when it came to the leading attorney when it came to direct selling. And he talked about in his book, right, the network marketing, what you need to know. Every week, more than 55,000 people in the United States are signing up as in network marketing. Over 400,000 people per week worldwide. People are getting started in network marketing like never before. And the reason being is because of what's happening with the global economy. People are concerned about the future, right? Never before have people been more uncertain about economical times, right? In excess of 10 million people in the United States alone are distributors for network marketing companies. 1 in 10 households has a direct seller. Throughout the world, there are more than 40 million network marketing distributors. So over 40 million people in the world are doing this. Direct sales is offered in over 140 countries. Imagine, right? We're just going into 50 in the next 5 years. But imagine as we take it to 140 countries, maybe the next 5 or 10 years after that, we're going to grow this business around the world. But direct selling has grown 91% in the last 10 years and currently is around a $42 billion in the US and $200 billion worldwide. Network marketing and direct selling is growing like never before. Okay, it's one of the fastest growing industries, but yet only 1% of the entire world's population is aware of it. So there's people right now that need to find out about it. People that need to discover the benefits of getting involved in network marketing, right? I love what in the front page of the USA Today had an article. It said, you want a recession-proof job, right? You want to think direct sales, right? You want to get involved in direct sales if you want to be in a recession-proof situation, right? July 24th, there was an article that was written about obviously direct selling, and it was about in a bad economy, network marketing has always done extremely well. So realize right now, with the economy being where it is, there's a major opportunity that you and I both have, because it's easy to sell an umbrella when it's raining, right? People are looking for a way to make money right now more than ever before. People are concerned about the cost of living. People are looking to be able to find a way to be able to generate more income and make more money. So that's the reason why in a bad economy, network marketing and direct sales always does really well, right? And everybody knows Paul Zane Pilzer. He's been a 2-time economic advisor for the president. But he, in this article, he talked about it, right? But he said that direct sales is a solution for a shrinking job market, right? Job market is shrinking because of AI. Everybody knows right now, AI is taking a lot of people's jobs. And in the next 5 to 10, 20 years, it's going to take even more people's jobs, right? So people are looking for an avenue to make money. That's why direct sales is exploding right now. That's why everybody wants to get involved in network marketing. Everybody wants to get involved in direct selling industry because of the opportunity that's available, right? In that in the USA Today article, talked about job security, right? Robert Kiyosaki wrote in that he says business for yourself used to be considered risky, right? But now working for a traditional corporation has become the more risky option, right? Number 2 reason why people want to get involved in network marketing is they make more money. Right, the U.S. Federal Reserve shows the average household's net worth of entrepreneurs is 5 times more than that of traditionally employed people. So if you're an entrepreneur, you're going to make 5 times more money than the people that aren't entrepreneurs. Right, freedom. Right, people love the fact that they get to be able to be their own boss. Right, you choose when you work with and guess what? how you work and whom you work with, right? So you get to choose when you work, how you work, and whom you work with. You get that freedom and flexibility in our industry, right? Discover hidden potentials. Entrepreneurship is the business's beating heart. Says obviously Richard Branson, right, the billionaire. He says it isn't about capital, it's about ideas, right? It's about ideas. So you have ideas that are inside of your brain that you can bring to the forefront in our industry. People are looking for a second career. That's the number 5 reason. Speaking specifically to baby boomers, they want to do something that reflects their identity, right? They want to make a difference, right? People that are baby, they want to make a difference, right? They want to be able to add value to people's lives. And I love the fact that Jim Cramer said, you're sharing, not selling, right? And you got to realize, when you look at direct sales, right? You look at what we have. It may be the best way to sell goods in the developing world because we can move it around the world fast, right? And it's a life of a greater impact. And this is Jeffrey Gitomer, right? He's got some great books, but he says, when you're in business for yourself, you write your own history, you write your own success story, you write your own legacy. More importantly, you write your own paycheck. So realize that we have an opportunity right now in our hands that's special. And when you look more into it, you get more excited because when you look at the traditional jobs, right? Most people, a job works like this. Work after like a year of working, it's work, check, work, check. After 5 years at a job, it's work, check, work, check. After 10 years at a job, it's work, check, work, check. After 20 years at a job, it's work, check, work. After 40 years at a job, it's work, check, work, check. So it's hard to get ahead with that formula. But see, with network marketing, and the reason why Riman is so special is because we all know people that want to make more money. And imagine over the course of a year, you introduce the business to 5 good people. And maybe over the next 2 years, over the next year, that they introduce it to 5 good people, right? What would happen is your organization would grow. And if you introduce it to 5, then introduce to 5, then introduce, you're starting to grow it. We're not talking about getting rich overnight. We're talking about in the course of a year, could you find 5 good people, right? In the course of 2 years, could you help them find 5 good people? And as you start to grow this organization, you can build a distribution network and you can get paid more money. So at the beginning of network marketing, it might look like this: work, check, work, check, work, check. But after you stay consistent, it might look like work, check, work, check, work, check. And after 90 days or after 4 or 5 months of being consistent over a long period of time, it'll start looking like work, check, work, check, work, check. And after a year, it's check, work, check, work. And after 2-3 years of being consistent, it's check, work, check, work. The key is consistency. Being consistent over a long period of time, that's how you're going to be able to have massive success, right? And I love what Jim Rohn says. Don't quit your job today, okay? Work part-time on your job, work full-time on your job and part-time on your fortune, right? I love what Jim Rohn says. And I really feel that that's the key, is to start a little side hustle in Riman and help other people do the same thing. Because when I had a job, when I got involved in this industry, my mentor showed me something. I'm gonna do the best that I can to illustrate it, right? It's a little bit harder on a PowerPoint. He showed it to me on a whiteboard. But he said, basically, most people they go from home to work, right? Tuesday, what do they do? Work, home. Wednesday, right? What do they do? Homework, right? Thursday, what do they do? Homework, right? Friday, what do they do? Right? They go to work, and then what do they do? Right? After that, they don't go home. What happens, right? Well, Friday after work, maybe then they'll go to the bar. You guys notice that, right? Then after the bar, what do? Typically, they'll, after the bar, then they kind of drive home. And people are just going to work, going home, 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 going to work. And my mentor showed me this. And I thought to myself, man, I don't want to be doing that for the rest of my life. I want to be able to have time freedom. I want to have flexibility. So I got so excited about this industry when I got started 30 plus years ago. And it's been a blessing because we're doing something so significant and so different, because we're helping other people become a success as well, right? So let's talk a little bit about why skincare, right? We already know why direct selling and network marketing makes the most sense. Beauty industry right now is absolutely booming, absolutely booming. You're talking about over $625 billion spent on the beauty industry worldwide, right? Over 90 million Americans purchase anti-aging products, okay? You're looking at American women spend on average, this is mind-blowing, over $3,700 a year on beauty products. Dudes are spending on $22,900. Dudes are spending money too on looking good, right? Look at this, the global K-beauty market. So if you're looking at no other country, there's no like US beauty, right? There's no like, I was talking to a leader today with Jermaine. He got me on the phone, one of the biggest networkers in the world. And he was like, you know what I like about K-beauty is nobody else has got something like that, right? And this is a worldwide industry. K-beauty's grown worldwide. So when you look at the global K-beauty product market size value, is at $91 billion in 2022 and is growing, right? The growth rate, right? The compound annual growth rate is at 9.3%. It thing's growing like wildfire through a dry brush field. And here's what you got to realize: 64% of Americans wish they had more money to be able to spend on their parents. And what's driving this right now is social media. Because who's spending the most money? It's the millennials. The millennials are spending the most money on K-beauty, right? It's the people that are under the age of 42 or whatever the deal is. They're spending the most because they're seeing they want to look younger, right? They're like, oh my God, right? And social media is driving all this. I've read so much this week on this stuff and putting this together. I don't have time to put all the statistics in here and blow you away. But people right now are so concerned about their self-image. People want to look better. And no one has what we have. That's why people talk to me and they're like, dude, why are you so big into beauty? Right? You're an ugly guy in the beauty industry. How does that make sense? It's super simple. Because there's so much money in it. This industry is absolutely booming, right? I love it. So when you talk about why Riman, right? People say, why Riman? Why Riman? Why Riman? Let's talk a little bit about why Riman, okay? First thing is this, the Ask Company. Just think about this. We have our own research and development company that Riman owns, okay? When you look at that, you know, the Ask Company is experts, right? That basically they do research on products nonstop. Last time I was in South Korea, my partner Chris Kim's like, hey, let's stop by Ask Labs. So we stopped by Ask Labs, and there's like 60 people in there with like coats working nonstop. I'm like, dude, these guys are serious, right? This thing's packed. So you got to realize that this company, you know, when you look at having Riman having Ask Company, right? The Ask Base, Ask Labs, all that stuff that we have, nobody's doing what we're doing from a K-beauty perspective. We got the best of the best. When you look at what we're doing, right? Nobody's got a Riman campus. Nobody's doing what we're doing. Right at the base of the Jeju Lava Energy Center, you got right at the base of the center. Guess what we got? Right? We got the Riman farm, right? We got the Byungpo. Look at the Riman farm. This is ridiculous. 150,000 square foot facilities they just opened up where we grow our hero ingredients. Nobody's doing this from a product perspective. Nobody, look at what we're doing. I can't even believe it. I can't believe we're in on this. We lucked out. We have hit a jackpot with Riman. Look at what I'm talking about. Then you look at who made that, right? Why Riman? This is the company that helped us design in the Netherlands, that helped us design the most state-of-the-art smart farm. Okay, they're a pioneer in the field, right? These guys are the best of the best. So literally, these guys jumped on a plane, right? Chairman On's like, let's go, right? And he jumped on a plane and flew to the Netherlands to meet with this company, Priva, to be able to have the most state-of-the-art, smart farm. Like I'm telling you guys, this is no joke. This is not like some dudes put up some poles in the backyard and made a little smart farm. No, dude, this is next level. It's not like some regular greenhouse. This is next level. Everything that Riman does, they do at next level. Okay, so here's what I want to show you. We got 13 patents on our products, right? You look at it, nobody's doing that. Like nobody's got that many patents on what they're doing. So when you look at Riman, you say to yourself, wait a second, this is different. Everybody's like, wait a second, this is different. Nobody's doing what we're doing from a product perspective. Nobody's taking it to the level that we're taking to at Riman. You guys, we're not looking at just like a skincare company. This is not like that. This is a company that's going to become a legacy company, a multi-billion-dollar company. You look at what I'm talking about, right? Even this is our other one, our giant Byungpo. Nobody's got this, guys. Nobody's got this. Nobody has access to this plant. Like we're the only ones that have giant Byungpo. Like you guys got to realize nobody's making their own plant. I didn't even know that was possible. Riman's doing it. We're taking that water from the lava water and we're spraying it on the plants and growing giant plants. What? What are we doing? Nobody's doing what Riman's doing. You just got to realize right now, this moment in time will never be recreated again. This moment in time will never be duplicated again. And we have a golden opportunity in our fingertips. All we have to do is share it. All we got to do is just share this with people. And you want to share with people now, right? So they can start building their business fast. Then you talk about the Jeju Lava Energy Water. This UNESCO Heritage World Site, right? We got a government contract to be able to get our access on this water. We were given the government contract for the lava water from the government to research and to use it. Only skincare company with that contract. Nobody's jumping in a lava water. Nobody's jumping in a lava. Nobody's jumping in a volcano to get their water. You guys understand what we're doing? This is not like some deal like, oh yeah, man, we can make some serious money for the next couple of years and then that's it. No, dude, this is like forever. Like we're going to build something that's going to be long-term, generational wealth. That's why it's so important right now to work, right? And I don't even consider it working. I'm over here just playing tag, letting everybody know about Riman. I love it because I know that this moment in time, I'll never be duplicated again. Nobody's got what we've got. Nobody's doing what we're doing. This is out of control, man. Like I'm telling you, man, I've been here for about a year and a half, not even like a year and 4 months. You know, I've never seen anything like this. The more that I look at this, the more that I find out about Riman, I'm like, God dang, this is different. This is ridiculous. Nobody's doing what we're doing. But being in the right place, the right time is never enough, man. We got to do something about it. We've got to find some like-minded people that want to be taken care of financially. They don't want to be in a situation where, you know what, they outlive their retirement, right? People that want to be able to be in a situation where they got residual income coming in month after month after month after month after month. What if it took you 5 years to build a business with Riman that was generating you significant income? Would it be worth it? If not this, then what, right? There's nobody doing what we're doing. There's never going to be another Riman. I'm telling you, there's never going to be another Riman. A multi-billion-dollar company with first movers advantage. Hello. Like, dude, we found a gold mine. All we got to do is open up our mouths, man. Our lips are paid for. All we got to do is start flapping. Look at all these rewards, man. Oh, we don't show the rewards no more. Look at all these awards. Dude, look at all these awards. Who's got awards like this? This is ridiculous. And these are not like, you know, participation awards, right? That you get. These are like the next level awards. This is ridiculous. We're out of control. Like this is the sexiest thing I've ever seen. We've got it. We got the deal. Like nobody can compete with us. We got the deal. Nobody's got what we got. And then we're about to launch makeup. What? I don't know how do you guys do it? How do you sleep at night, man? I'm too jacked up. I can't even sleep. I'm too excited, man. I love this. So when you look at Riman, you look at all these awards that we're winning. Who's winning awards like this? Who's doing that? I'll tell you who. Nobody. I'm getting jacked up right now, you guys. And we got a Riman Village? What? And we got a resort? What? We got a resort, you guys. If that doesn't jack you up, man, we got our own resort? Who's doing that? I used to work at Boomers. I worked at a go-kart track. We didn't have a resort at our go-kart track. We got a resort, baby. Look at this. Can you believe this? I can't believe what we found. We found this, guys. We're in on it. We found a gold mine. Hello. All we got to do is open up our mouths and start yapping about this, right? And we're doing 50 countries in the next 5 years. And there's 140 countries plus still, there's going to still be another, 100, however many, you know, that is, right? What is that? 90 other countries after that we need to get to? It's a bad day to be a wrinkles, all I'm saying. We are going after wrinkles. We're going to make it happen, you guys. We're knocking the wrinkles off people's face left and right. Think about how bad it would be to be a wrinkle right now. Imagine being a fine line. How scared would you be? I would be freaking out if I was a fine line right now because we're coming. So here's what I want to wrap this thing up by telling you guys is this. We got to take action. We got to take action. It's all about action, man. Being in the right place, the right time is never enough. Being in the right place, the right time is not enough. We got to do something about it. We got to do something about it. What do we need to do, man? We got to share this thing with people. Look, I tell people like this, man. I can tell your heart. I can tell what kind of person you are by looking at your schedule. You look at my schedule, guess what you're going to say? You're going to be like, dude, this guy really cares about people. Because you're not going to work so hard if it's just for you, right? I'm doing it for other people. I want to allow other people to participate with this opportunity with me. I don't want people to miss it. I don't want people to miss out. Man, I follow up relentlessly because I don't want people to look back and be like, dude, how come you didn't tell me it was that serious? If somebody's going to say no, you better KNOW what you're saying no to. You better know what you're saying no to. I'm not letting people miss Riman. I'm not, man. I'm relentless. Why? Because people deserve to win. People deserve to. People's families are counting on something, right? So here's what I want to share with you guys. We got the event tomorrow. Derek Brown is a legend, right? Him and Jermaine are going to be laying it down. I'm telling you what, I'm going to be picking it up. That is the perfect presentation to get people on. Monday night, Amy White, her story's unbelievable, what she's been through in the last 12 months. And then you got Tracy Zimmer up in Canada knocking wrinkles off people's face left and right. And you got Amy. Oh my God! Wait till you meet Amy Lane. If you haven't met her yet, you're gonna love her. Sweetest lady in the world. They're gonna be doing an overview for us on Monday night. What would happen if you had 5 guests on those overviews? You think that would be better than if you had none? If you had 5, now could you get 5? Remember, it's not about can or can't. It's about will or won't. I'll say it again. It's not about can or can't. It's about will or won't. If I told you I would give you $1 million to get 5 guests on there, could you do it? Oh yeah, of course I could do it then, Tim. You got to have the vision. I'm telling you right now, the vision, it's going to happen for the people that know it's going to happen for them. Some of you right now, you've been in Riman for 4 months, 3 months, 2 months, and you're like, man, what am I doing wrong? The only thing that you might be lacking is the fact that you think you're lacking something. You got what it takes. You've got what it takes. All it is going to take what you got. You just got to talk to more people. Find a wrinkle. How many wrinkles did you know what I mean? How many wrinkles did you slap this stuff on today? What? How many wrinkles did you slap this on today? Hello, we got to be slapping some. We got to be getting rid of these wrinkles on people. People be walking around with these wrinkles on. What? Stop. We got to knock these wrinkles off people's faces now. We're going to be getting everybody excited about the products. We're going to get everybody excited about the opportunity. 5 guests Saturday and Monday. Let's go. Can you do it? Yep. Will you do it? That's up to you. It's not about can or can't. It's about will or won't. Okay. And I'm doing a Mandarin call Saturday night. Woo. If you want to learn how to speak Mandarin, I'm going to teach you on Monday. No, I'm not just kidding. We're going to have translators. But I'm just telling you, don't miss out on what we've got, okay? And qualify for the Recruit 3 promo now. Don't wait. If you wait till the end of the month to get people started on that bonus, that's not nice. Because now they don't have a full month to get people started. Right now, the reason why everybody's recruiting so much right now, everybody's recruiting, it's a frenzy right now because they want to get people started now so they have the opportunity to be able to get that extra $500 bonus. So everybody's sneaking everybody in right now like never before. The urgency is at an all-time high. Everybody's like, I got to get people started now so they can qualify for this. I got to get people started now so they can qualify for this. That's what everybody's thinking. I got to get as many people started right now so they can qualify for this $500 promotion. You put an extra $500 in all your brand new people's pockets, man, they're going to be excited. They're going to be like, man, I love this. So we got to make sure that right now we understand there's never been a better time to get people started than right when. Now is the time more than ever before. That's why everybody right now is sneaking everybody in. People are like, why is the recruiting that people, somebody called me today, like, why are the numbers up so much? I'm like, dude, because the promo, man. They care about people. Our organization, man, we got a lot of good people that care about other people, that want to see other people win. So they're trying to get everybody in right now. That's what we're all doing, right? Trying to get as many people started as possible so they can cash in on this extra $500 promotion right now, right? Everybody wants to get their ticket to the roadmap. Have you noticed that? Everybody wants to get their ticket to roadmap because every time that we talk about roadmap, what happens? Everybody's like, I'm going. They're getting more excited. Tell you a story, right? When my daughter was like maybe 10 or 11, my wife bought her tickets to Justin Bieber, right? It was like back in the days. This was like a bunch of years ago. And it was like, got him concert tickets, but it was like 9 or 10 months ahead of time. And it was in San Diego. So my wife bought these tickets in advance. I'm telling you what, probably the next 8 or 9 months, my daughter was the best daughter. She's a great daughter all the time, but I'm telling you, like, next level great. Why? Because she was like, ooh, I got to make sure I do okay, do your schoolwork if you want to go to Justin Bieber. Oh, you're going to go. And it was like, but every time a song would come on or somebody would wear a Justin Bieber shirt to school, she's like, oh, I'm going to see Bieber. So what happened was you get more mileage out of it, right? Because that's what happens. If you get people committed to the event now, the roadmap event, every time they hear about roadmap, they're getting more excited. The anticipation becomes overwhelming. But if you just wait till the end and then you just try to cram everybody in, you're missing out on the majority of it. You're missing out on the excitement of the event. It's time to take action. Get everybody registered for the promo now. When somebody's brand new, get them registered right away. Be a first-minute type person, not a last-minute type person. You see how smart that is, right? And then obviously you're advanced to team leader before June 1st. We all know what happens June 1st, right? The unilevel is going to be like launched. That new extra payout, they're adding 26% payout to our compensation plan. Dang, that's ridiculous. That thing is going to be launching, but if you're a team leader, guess what happens? Now you're in a position to be able to take advantage of it. So there's never been to be a better time to become a team leader than right now. So if you're not team leader right now, guess what? Let's wrap up team leader. Why not? Why not, right? What's the secret? Just find some wrinkles. Let's find some wrinkles. How many wrinkles can we find? How many wrinkles are there? Too many. That's how many wrinkles there are. And I'm telling you guys what, next Friday, when I do this overcoming objections training, you guys are going to love it. Okay. Because it's really about how to overcome objections. And really when somebody has an objection, it's not about memorizing the objections that I'm going to share with you, right? it's not about memorizing them. It's about the manner in which you deliver the message. It's about understanding what a cushion is and how to use it. I'm going to be breaking it down inside out. And you're going to be like, dang, that's great. Because sometimes people think, oh, I hear an objection. That means they don't want to do it. No, that means that you need to clarify that, right? If somebody says, I need to talk, like whatever their objection is, doesn't matter. I'll tell you how to get rid of it on Friday. But whenever they have that objection, it's about understanding, right, that objection is what they need you to be able to spend more time in. So you want objections. Objections tell you where you need to spend more time at when you conversate with people. So tonight, you guys, I'm fired up, man. I am so excited because this moment in time that we have right now, it's never going to be recreated again. Okay. And really, like, somebody's got to be thinking to themselves, really telling, like, what do I need to do? Let's just go find some wrinkles, guys. Let's do it. Let's go find some skin. Think about it. How many people do you know with skin? So many people, like almost dang near everybody I know, guess what they've got? Skin. And who wants their skin to look worse? Nobody. Who wants their skin to look better? Everybody. Who's got the best product on the planet? We do. Who needs it? Everybody. Like, guys, this is so fun. Like, we literally are sitting on a gold mine right now. And we have something so special. Just open your heart and share it with more people. Open your heart and share with more people. Because some of you right now, man, you need this. Some of you guys, this family needs this. And I'm telling you, you can do it. You can make it happen. You can win with this opportunity. All we've got to do is to open our hearts and share. Let's go give it everything that we got this week. Let's give it everything that we got. What would happen if we gave it everything that we got? Think about that. What does you on a mission look like? Think about, what does that look like? What does you on a mission look like with that enthusiasm, right? That's contagious. My mentor told me, he says, enthusiasm is the way that you hold life's possibilities. That shows up in your demeanor, right? The way that you walk, the way that you talk. That enthusiasm is contagious. He said that's the most contagious of all human emotions. It's not what you know, but it's how you feel about what you know that makes the difference. Think about what I'm saying. How do you feel about this opportunity? How do I get so many customers? Not because I know more about skincare than you. I'm telling you guys what, yeah, I graduated the university, but I wasn't even the top 100. When we took that test, I was embarrassed. Afterwards, I called Angie and said, dude, I am the worst student. I go, I don't know how these people know all this stuff. She was just laughing. You don't need to be an expert, right? You don't need to be an expert. All you got to do is care and share. It's a transference of emotion. If your excitement level about these products is this, right? It's through the roof. That's how you feel about these products. You're like, oh my God, I love this stuff. You're like, oh my God, I can't get enough of this Riman product, man. I guess boom, bang, boom, 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 bam, boom, boom. I love this stuff. And that's how you feel about it, and you love it. Transfer that emotion to other people. Let them feel the same way that you do about it, and guess what's going to happen? They're going to become a customer. How do you get new planners involved? I love this opportunity. So guess what? I share that love and that passion that I have. I transfer that emotion. When I transfer that emotion, and I can get people to feel the same way that I feel about it, they become planners. How do I get my group so motivated to work? I love working. I love sharing this with people. I love talking to people. I love helping people become successful. So I feel a certain way about sharing this business. I don't look at it like, oh my God, I've got to call people. What if they say no? I don't care if somebody says no. Why would I care? I'm going to become wealthy beyond imagination. You want to come with me or not? And if they say no, I'm going to teach you how to overcome the objections next Friday. I'm just telling you guys, fall in love with what you're doing. Fall in love with what you've got. Think about it. We've got something so great here, but we've got to share it with more people. And I'm going to share with you guys this. You're one recruit away from massive momentum. Always remember that. You're just one recruit away from an organization growing like wildfire through a dry brush field. So keep sharing. Make a commitment that you're going to get 3 people this month to get that bonus, but let's do it now so they can get that bonus too. Let's help everybody become a success. Let's help everybody share this amazing opportunity. Okay, we've got our hands on something special. So I really appreciate everybody carving out time on a Friday night to join us. I hope that you got some value tonight. I hope that you feel the same way that I feel about the Riman opportunity. And I hope that you guys have a passion for going out there and assassinating wrinkles like I do. I'm on a quest. I'm on a mission. I'm over here knocking wrinkles off people's faces. You got a fine line, you better watch out, because I'm going to knock that fine line right off your face. Oh, whoo, I'm doing it, right? I'm making everybody good looking again. Hey, you know what I mean? I feel like I'm over here. I feel like a dry cleaner getting rid of all these damn wrinkles. So let's have some fun, you guys. Let's share this like never before. I appreciate everybody's time. God bless you guys. Let's make it happen. We'll see you guys all at the top. See you guys. Let's make it happen, everyone.